Good morning and happy Jupiter sign Thursday. Jupiter is in Cancer energy. It is July the 24th, 2025, and we are in a new moon in Leo energy. Yay! On the 24th of July, which is today, guys, the new moon in Leo will peak this afternoon at 3:11 Eastern Standard Time. So, of course, it's going to be different depending on where you are in your part of the world. Now, this new moon in Leo is so pivotal and so strong because of the day it lands on. It lands on a Jupiter day, and Jupiter's in Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. And we have the sun in Leo energy, so we have the sun and the moon as above, so below energy. So this is a great day to really clear your mind, release all that negative energy, call in that positivity, calling the manifestation that you want, call in your integrity, call in that good character, call in you showing up for yourself, bro. Like, man, if you want to start that new regiment, that new routine, this is a good day for my parents out there. Your crumb snatchers about to go back to school in a couple of weeks. This is the day to get them started back on that routine in the morning. Just getting them up, getting them ready, so that way when that first day of school hits, you don't get hit with the crazy. Now you aggravated, they aggravated, the whole house pissed off on the way to school. You never want to send your child to school in a negative energy. Like, I'm telling you, start sending your child in a positive energy. Watch how they transform. Watch how their grades get better. Watch how more intensive they are. Watch how more they talk with you because you didn't send them off with a negative energy. And if you do have to get them upset, make sure you apologize to your child or say, hey, man, I can't wait to see you later. But send them off on a negative note. Send them off on don't send them off on a negative note. Make sure you send them off on a positive note, bro. It really makes a huge difference. It does. It really does. But anyhow, today we pulled from the Moonology Oracle card deck, and the card that we pulled is a full moon in Gemini energy. So the full moon in Gemini energy talks about the answers you need are coming. And also could be an important conversation that you have, but make sure that you stay calm. You need to laugh off the situation and just move on. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Some of y'all may not realize. If you're anything like me, I have no idea. You got to be direct with me on things like that because I have no idea what's happening. Because I'm very friendly. So if you're interested romantically, you're going to have to say something to me straight up. So a lot of you could be that type of person because if you're not direct, I don't pick up on hints easily at all. Like, no. Very intuitive, but on certain things, I don't pick up on hints. Like, you got to be direct. Anyhow, so that's for somebody. Somebody must be like that as well, because I don't know. But this card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, okay, that's why I was like, why was I picking up on that? A little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message. Least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words, as in, do not overtalk as I would, okay? All right? Because I will overtalk a situation. Next thing you know, everybody hates Chris. You're like, you said too much. Sometimes you got to understand, and this is a lesson that I've learned in life, because you could be a very direct person. Everyone else that you may interact with, they cannot receive direct messages as you would or as you would hope for. So you have to be mindful of your audience. You have to really read the room, because just because you're direct and you would want someone to communicate with you in this certain way, some people can't take that. And now, depending on if you're in a confrontational situation, okay, you want to be direct or whatever. But if this is someone you love, you respect, and you want to keep in your circle, keep around you, just how they have to adapt to you, you need to adapt to them and lighten the blow. Yes, say what you mean, but some people can't take that. Like, you really got to be careful. because you could burn a bridge with someone you really don't want to burn a bridge with, okay? You got to be careful of that. Not saying you can't say what's on your mind, but you know somebody can't take that. You know somebody a little sensitive. Why would you do that? And you love them so much and you respect them so much. Why would you do that? So anyway, the teaching. Talk, and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini. It's too easy to say too much. So mind how you go if you pull this card. There it goes. All right, I'm going to end this reading because now I've gone on a tangent. And now the message is like, girl, you done said all this. And you tell them not to talk too much, and here you go. So I love you guys. You all stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. Make sure you get into this energy of this new moon and Leo energy. Start showing up for yourself. Start showing up for your crumb snatchers if you have them. And whoever it is in your circle that you respect and that you love, whether these are friends, co-workers, family members, whoever it is in your circle, not a forced circle, but you know who's in your circle, who's in there, okay? And make sure you solidify who's in that, because a lot of you are going to the next level and you need to solidify who's in that circle and who's going to be in that movement when that circle turns into a ball and it starts rolling forward. Okay? You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected. And I'll talk to you later. Peace.